welcome to Tuition by Steph. Hope you're all okay. I've already got some shout outs. Hi Sam, Lucia and Josh. I know I've got some coming up. Here's your starter challenge for this afternoon. Recapping from yesterday, what are the common factors of 30 and 18? I've put the circles here to try and give you a hint. So we're looking for the common factors of 30 and 18. Have a go at those. Hi Ariadna, hi Ada. Hi Hannah, hi Elliot, hi Kaylin, hi Lily Rose, hi Zaina, hi Sienna, hope you're okay. Hi Batul, oh welcome back Batul, hello. Hi Ralph and is it Aileen? That's a lovely name. Hi James. Hi Maisie. Oh, North Wales. I hope it's sunny there. Hi Soren. Hi Joe. Oh, we've got some answers coming in. Hi Heidi. Hi Ralph. Hi Ellie. Hi Harry. Lots joining in. So I've got Lucia's got some answers coming in. Now Lucia, I just want the common factors. So Lucia's been really good and thought of the factors for both of these, but I just want the common factors. Common means the same. So see if you can come up with those. Goal got some from Jensen. Hi Uma. Hi, hello Halle Bear. Hi Liam. Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow, Liam. Hi, oh Sam's got an answer. Heidi's got an answer. Right, we're all getting answers in, so I'll start taking this down. As I said yesterday, I was talking about there being meteorites, but I couldn't see any last night. But what I could see, it was about 9 or 10 o'clock, I could see loads of satellites. They look like stars just going across the sky. And you know they're not planes because they're really far away. And it turns out there's loads of satellites at the moment. So you have to see. Might have a look tonight, see if I can spot some. Anyway, back to maths. So, common factors. So you are correct. Lucia, I know you did this. You started looking at all the factors of both of them, which is the best way to start. So the factors of 30, remember, factors are two numbers that multiply together to give a number. So if we're looking for the factors of 30, we always do it in pairs. So 1 times 30 is 30, and we work our way through the times tables. So we know that 2 is a factor of 30 because 30 is an even number. So what do we times 2 by to make 30? That's 15. 2 lots of 15 to make 30. 3, we know 3 is a factor of 30 because 10 times 3 is 30. 4's, it's not in the 4 times table. I like to cross it out so I've remembered the number. 5, we know that 5 is a factor of 30 because it ends in 0. So 5 5s are 25, 6 5s are 30. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, so 3 7s are 21, 4 7s are 28, no, 5 7s are 35, so no 7. 8, 1 8 is 8, 2 8 is 16, 3 8 is 24, 4 8 is 32. No, 1 9 is 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36. We've already got 10, 11, and we know that 12 is in there. So we've got, oh, I don't know where my board rubber is. I'll have to go and find it. So we've got these for the 30s. And then, come on, Mr. Green. Then for 18, We've got 1 and 18. And then we know that 2 must be a factor of 18 because it's an even number. So what do you times 2 by to make 18? That's 9. 3, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So that was 6 threes at 18. 4, 1 4 is 4, 2 4s are 8, 3 4s is 12, 4 4s is 16, so there's no 4. 5, we know it's not 5 because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. It's no 5. We've already got 6. It's not in the 7s. We know it's not in the 8s. We've got the 9s. Not in the 10s. Not in the 11s. Not in the 12s. So when we mean by common factors, we're spotting which numbers are in both. So we know that 1 is in both because we can spot it. 2 is in both of them. 3 is in both of them. 5's in this one. It's not in this one though. 30, no. 15, no. 10, no. 6. So the common factors of 30 and 18 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6. Well done if you got that. I have no idea where my board rubber's gone. Hallie Beth, I think you'll know where my board rubber is because I was doing some work this morning. I was doing some tutoring over the internet and it was so much fun. But I think I've left my board rubber downstairs. When I give you a challenge in a minute, I might have to go and run and get a tissue. Right, today we're doing rounding. We're doing rounding of whole numbers. As ever, I'll come back to the 3 challenge questions a bit later on. For this, because we're doing whole numbers, I'm going to get my place value because that's always really, really, really helpful to have your place value columns. So I've got my 1s, my 10s, and my 100s. I can write my 1000s in if I need them. Rounding. If you're being asked to round a number, it's going to be to the nearest 10, 100 or 1000 when you're doing whole numbers. It could be 10,000, 100,000, but we normally obviously stick in key stage 2 to smaller numbers. And you're going to be doing it to the nearest multiple of 10. So for example, if you're asked to round 51 to the nearest 10, so 51, okay, there's 5 10s and 1 1. 5 10s and 1 1. So we know it has to be in the 10s column. So 51, you can even put it on the number line. 50, you're looking to see whether it's between 50 and the next 10 up. So the nearest 10 is either in the 10s that it's in or it's in the next one up. And it's the number to the right of it that tells you. So 51 to the nearest 10s. Here's our 10s column. And it's the one to the right of it, this one, that tells us what to do. What is the rule? The rule is, if it's between 1 and 4, you round down. And if it's between 5 and 9, you round up. Okay? So because this is a 1, it is rounded to 50. And you know that because 51 is right next to 50 on the number chart. So we know that. So I'll give you another example. Bigger number now. 4,218, and I want it to the nearest 1,000. So what I'm doing, 1,000. So I'm looking at my thousands column. I'm going to identify my thousands column. And then it's the number, it's the digit next to it that is bossing it around. It's telling it what to do. So we've got 4,000 and the 200 is telling us what to do with this. Now if you remember, between 1 and 4 we round down, and 5 and 9 we round up. Now you might not have heard this, but I've got another way of doing it. Rather than saying down, I like to say stick. Stick, because sometimes it might can be confusing. If you say round down, you might accidentally go to 3. because you're going down a number. So I like to say stick to the one you're at. So in the 4,000s, the right number next to it tells us what to do. So 2 makes us stick. So 4,218 to the nearest thousand is 4,000. Got nice blue hands now. I'm all like an if you've seen the film Avatar. I have Avatar hands. And another one, 2,094. Right, 2 questions here. I want it to the nearest 10 first, and then to the nearest 100. I want you to remember these are 2 separate questions, and I'll tell you why. So to the nearest 10, we've got to find the 10s in here. These are distracting me a little bit. I don't think we need these. We're good on our place value. So 10s. Here's our 10s column. 94. And it's the number next to it, to the right, that's telling us what to do. 4 tells us to round down or stick, as I like to say. Now, nearest 10, so it's 90. We stick at 90, but you want to don't forget about this part of the number. So to nearest 10, it's 2,090. So make sure, focus on that bit, and then keep the rest of the number the same. Now then, the next part, part B, asks us to round it to the nearest 100. Now, go back. You've done this question, it's done, you can forget about it. Now go back to this question, okay? So, to the nearest 100. So, our hundreds column is units, tens, hundreds. Oh, there aren't any there. Let's go to the next column, the one on the right, and it's telling us what to do. 9 means round up. So rather having no hundreds, it's giving us up. So what's 1 more than 0? 1. So it's giving us 1. So rather than no hundreds, it's 100. And then don't forget your 2. So it's 2,100. And you know that because 94 is really, really near to 100. Okay? So it's the nearest 100, 2,100. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, shout out. Right, I'm going to put the 3 questions up now for you to have a go at. So if you've not already had a go, here they are. And be careful with the last question. Obviously, each question I make a little bit harder. Be careful with the last question. So 3 questions for you to have a go at are, what is 28 to the nearest 10? Number 2 is what is 333, all the 3s, to the nearest 100. And number 3 is I want 6,842 to the nearest 10, and then the nearest 100, and then the nearest 1,000. So 3 different steps to the last one. Have a go, have a go. Wow, so many comments. I'm going to try and scroll up. Wow, I've actually run out of room. If I haven't shouted you out, you can put another comment already. Because it's gone so far. Wow, well done all these answers. Fantastic. Well done, Zaina. Well done, Harry. Well done, Joe. Well done, Lucia. Well done, Maisie. Well done, Ellie. Well done, Amelia. Well done, Lily Rose. Yeah, don't worry if you're joining late. That's absolutely fine. Brilliant. Fantastic. Yeah, it's okay, Lily, don't worry. I'll I'll go through, I think this will help, this part, the 3 questions. I'll go through it a bit slower. Hi, Azalea. Hi, Lucy and Nan. Hello. Brilliant. Well done. Oh, we've got some answers coming in. Oh, yes, just be careful with the last one. You want to make sure you've got part A, part B, and part C. While I remember, I just want to do a special a shout out to Hayley, all the way in New Zealand. So hello, Hayley, because she's been watching as well. Obviously, New Zealand, we're in completely different time zones. So, right, while you're finishing this bit, I'll get started on this bit. So first of all, I'll talk about why we talk about rounding. Rounding is a way of estimating. So for example, if you have 28 pence and you are, you have 28 pence, you might think, right, I need to buy this, this and this, so I'll pretend I've got 30 pence rather than having to keep working with all the separate numbers. It's a good way to estimate. Okay, that's why we use rounding in maths. So 28 to the nearest 10. So we're looking at the tens column here, which is the 2 tens, and the number to the right tells us what to do. Because it's an 8, if it's anything more than 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we have to round up. So 28 to the nearest 10 is 30. And you know that because if you have 20 and 30 on the number line, you know 28 is much closer to 30 than it is 20. So the answer is 30. 333 to the nearest 100. So, hundreds, we look at the hundreds column here, and the number to the right tells us what to do. So we know they're all 3s. 3 tells us to stick. We don't change. That 3 there is instructing, is bossing around the hundreds column and saying, stick, don't change. So, to the nearest 100 means it's 300. If it's asking you for the nearest 10, 100 or 1,000, it has to be either 30, 300. It can't be 330 because that's not a multiple of 100, okay? So 300. Last one. Right, we're doing it into different parts. So ignore B and C, we're starting with A. We're rounding 6,842 to the nearest 10. First of all, find the tens column. The 4 is the tens column. The 2 is telling us what to do. 2 tells us to stick because it's smaller than 5. So we stick at 4. So this would become 40. So nearest 10, 42 to the nearest 10 is 40. So don't forget the rest of the number, 6,840. So that's the first part. The second part, it asks us to round to the nearest 100. So 8 is our hundreds column. There's the 4 this time that tells us what to do. So the 4 is lower than 5. So again, 4 tells us to stick. It says, hey, hundreds column, you don't have to change. So 800 is what our answer. So it'll be 6,800. So as you can see, there's 100, there's our 10. The last one is thousands. So we get our thousands column. 6 is in the thousand column. And we look to the number at the right. 8. Now 8 boost, it gives us a round up. So we don't stick at 6, we go up to 7. So it's 7,000. Okay? So I hope that helps. You don't remember, you can draw on it, you can doodle on it, whatever you need to do. As long as you find that place value that you're rounding to and then use the number to the right to boss it around. I couldn't find my whiteboard, but so I'm just going to have horrible, horrible hands. Lots and lots of hand washing will be needed after this. Right, your turn now. So I've got 4 questions and I'm going to do them 2 at a time. So the first question is, I would like 415 to the nearest 100. And number 2 is I'd like 6,299 to the nearest 1,000. Off you go. Well done. Oh, there's some really, really good answers coming in here. Super. Well, hi Ethan. Hello. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. It's about accuracy. Definitely about accuracy. Brilliant. Well done. Wow, I can't keep up. I can't keep up with all the comments that are coming through. Well done. Right, let's try the first one. So 415 to the nearest 100. So our answer has to either be 100 or 200 or 300 or 400. It has to be a multiple of 100. Can't have any other digits in. So we go and we look at our number and we look at the hundreds column. So our hundreds column is 400. And it's the digit to the right that tells us what to do. In the tens column, it's only a 1. So that tells us to stick. We don't need to change the number of hundreds that are in there. So it's 400. Yeah, to the nearest 100 is 400. For this one, it's the nearest 1,000. So again, the answer has to be either 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000. It can't be 5,300. Okay, it has to be a multiple of 1,000. So we go to our thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. So we go to our thousands column, which is here. It's got 6 thousands, and we look at the digit to the right of it, which is 2. 2 tells us to stick. Don't change the number of thousands, so it's still 6,000. So our answer is 6,000. Okay. You're doing really, really well. Even if you're not quite getting it, just watching this and practicing will be really, really helpful at school. You do this right through to year 6. Okay, so if you're watching and you're only in year 3 or year 4, don't worry. Okay, you go through this right up at school, especially the second question that I'm going to show you now. So question 3 is 8,491, and I'd like that to the nearest 10. To the nearest 10. And question 4 is 3,614, and this is a year 6 question. So I first of all like it to the nearest 10, and then the nearest 100, and then the nearest 1,000. Off you go. is full and working out. That's really, really good. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, well done, Lily. Yeah, just take your time. Like I say, some of this is from is getting up to year 6, so. Yeah, if you're only in year 4, yeah, this is definitely what you should be. If you were at school now, if you were in year 4, you'd be starting this topic. Yeah, you'd be starting it. If year 5, you'd be getting up to the bigger numbers, and year 6 would be this sort of question. Okay, so have faith. You're doing really well. Well done, Adia. Gosh, there's loads of people watching today. It's amazing. Oh, we've got right answers coming in for the first one. Yeah, year 5, you'll definitely, you'll be up to 1,000 and then it'll be practicing with them all. Okay, let's have a look. I know some of you will be finishing the last one. So the first question, we're doing it to the nearest 10. So we've got thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. So we look at our tens column, and then we look at the digit to the right of it. And the digit to the right bosses around the column that we're looking at, tells it what to do. 1 tells us to stick, okay? So it will be 91, it will be 90. We stick at 90. So the answer, and don't forget the bit before, is 8,490. Okay? So in this question, we've got thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. And we're having a go all 3. So, first of all, ignore this, we're doing it to the nearest 10. So keep coming back to the original question. Nearest 10. Here's the tens column, and the digits to the right tells us what to do. 4 tells us to stick, so we're not going up to 20 tens, we're sticking at 10 tens. So yeah, one lot of tens. So that's 3,610. Okay, we're sticking at our 110. Next question. So ignore this one. 100 now. So we go to our hundreds column, which is 6. And then we look at our tens next to it. 1, again, tells us to stick. So no rounding up. So if we're looking for 100, we stick at 600. So don't forget your thousands, 3,600. And then for the last one, we're looking for it to be rounded to the nearest thousands. So we go to our thousands column, which is currently at 3. And we look to the digit to the right, which is 6. 6, so remember, if it's 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, we round up. So rather than it becoming 3, we add another, so it'll make it 4. So the answer will be 4 thousands. Okay, I hope that helped a little bit. Okay, like I say, a lot of you at school might not have done that. And I'm going to put a really good challenge up. The challenge I got confused with yesterday. So you're given a set of numbers, and you have to draw. It's a matching game, so you have to find which one it's rounded to, and then go what the actual number is. So it's going to be a lot of crisscrossing, but it's you'll see, it's quite a good fun. I'll put it up straight after this video is finished. Tomorrow we're going to be rounding decimals, but don't get scared because it's the same sort of method. It's just a decimal point appears. Okay, just the same. It's like adding and subtracting. If you've got a decimal point in, exactly the same method, so don't be scared by it. Okay, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll put the challenge up now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.